Whenever we consider not just political situations, but really most life issues, a common refrain is follow the money. Well, in the current political mess, that would also be quite true, but I would add that at least in the immediate and upcoming period, the issue is Trump and Trumpism, so that, like it or not, we are forced to track the movements of the orange gangster cockroach who refuses to go away on account of a toxic mixture of personal desperation and narcissism. But on this account, to those of us who want to see him take a well-deserved pummeling as soon as possible, astrology comes to the rescue. I'm not going to be saying anything new here, I've said it across many prior videos, but I think it bears repeating for those who are still nervous and or those who are keen to see astrology in action. If you wonder why the Orange Menace isn't taking a bigger beating already, then look to transiting Jupiter to explain it. But it's also important to keep in mind that this year, 2021, whatever else it may mean astrologically, will always still be a Jupiter trine Sun year, because transiting Jupiter through Aquarius first makes the trine to the Sun in the spring, and then moves forward beyond those degrees, and as it retrogrades out of its summer Pisces period, it comes back to trine the Sun for the final time. And this establishes a healthy dose of 2021 protection, which encompasses the first 11 months from January to November. Even so, he's already experiencing obvious deteriorating legal and financial conditions in his life. I mean, check out the NPR story I include in this video's description, and you know that when fair and balanced in the real sense, NPR carries a story, it's likely to be mostly true. And when you read the story, you realize this guy already isn't doing well. But the reason he's like a boxer so far getting by without taking bigger punches is transiting Jupiter trining his Sun in the last such transit that Jupiter will help him with, because by the third week of November, Jupiter is leaving that aspect and soon after begins to oppose his natal Mars, signaling heavy incoming punches. And of course, this is just the beginning. By then, his detractors at ringside will start to see him wobble from all the incoming fire, but just wait until the new year when Jupiter switches to Pisces if you want to see the beating getting worse. Don't necessarily look for him to be knocked out immediately, but at minimum you will see a noticeable downtrend featuring growing problems and restrictions that will enrage and disempower him, even as this development puts the Republican Party in more than a bit of a pickle, since they seem hell-bent on treating this idiot like their guru instead of the catastrophically failed president that he really is. And the timing could hardly be worse, because 2021 is a critical election year. So Donald, do stuff your face with lots of turkey at Thanksgiving and then add your customary double scoops of ice cream at the end to top it all off, because this might be the last feast you are going to enjoy in a good long while.